What do you think of President-elect Trump?
I mean, I'm always reticent to start sort of commenting politically. I've never done it in terms of America or Australia. I'm issue-based. I comment on the things that so I just say he's now elected, and we as a country need to support who's ever the president, because that's what the country's based on.
Former speechwriter for President Nixon, Ben Stein, with us right now. Ben, it is unusual. These things are newsworthy because they are so unusual. What do you make of it?
Well, let me just say I've earned my living, most of it in the vineyards of Hollywood for the last 40 years, and a bigger bunch of bullies you've ever seen in your life. Think of the most thuggish bullies in West Side Story, and you've got it. On the other hand, some of them are very nice people, but they are a united blacklisting front who will go against anyone that they think is politically undesirable. They're not for freedom of speech. They're not for freedom of expression. They are exactly the opposite of that. There's some wonderful people here. Norman Lear is one of them. But this Hollywood in general is trying to shut down free debate within Hollywood. There are plenty of people in Hollywood who like Donald Trump. They're afraid to say a word about it because they know they're going to be paying consequences. I know this for a fact.
Do you know whether then it hurts them when the ones who come out or say something, whether it's a Mel Gibson or some others, that they pay dearly for that?
I know for a fact that they pay dearly for it. I know people who have lost friends, who have even lost agents over this. And an agent is a very, very important person to have. So it does happen. Now, let me say that's a minority thing. But to be blacklisted socially and to know that your friends don't want to be your friends anymore, that's a bad thing. It's funny, just as the show was beginning, I was looking at a list of people I had at a party when I first came here in 1976. Most of them won't speak to me anymore because I'm Republican. And they were big names in Hollywood. Some of them are dead now, of course, but so they really won't speak to me. But Hollywood is a one-party, one policy state. You cannot go against the prevailing wisdom. You cannot go against the wisdom of the crowd, or you're in real trouble.
So, how did they deal with Ronald Reagan?
Ronald Reagan was a special case because Ronald Reagan was one of them,
right.
But also a lot of them hated Ronald Reagan. But you see, the thing about Hollywood people is they think of themselves as workers and proletarians and the warriors of the revolution, but they're also snobs. They're also incredible snobs. So they look down on Donald Trump, even though he's rich, because they think he's trashy rich, like Archie Bunker, who suddenly got $11 billion.
Where the average working guy who doesn't have much money says, this is how I'd behave if I were rich. I'd have big buildings named after me. I'd have a beautiful wife. I may have several wives. I'd show off, talk about running for president even. I'd make fun of other people.
So they're snobs, and they think he's also a retrograde, anti-freedom person. By the way, nobody in the Trump campaign has ever said a racist word, and yet they keep calling him a racist. It's as if by calling him a racist over and over and over again, they can make him a racist. He's not a racist. He's never going to be a racist, but they keep using that. That's their favorite word to blacklist someone, is to call him a racist.